Hi, Scott Keeler with solutionwolf.com. And this is a continuing video about the life of thought, life, um, where thought evolves from when we grow up into kind of a maturing scale. Uh, there is um, there's a friend of mine, his name Jeffrey Kay, who has spent many years developing, and he's probably going to be releasing a book here soon. He talks about a maturing scale of people as they continue to evolve. Of course, everyone is unique, and I can't stress that enough. And we all go through a learning curve that is all our own. However, the vast majority of us go through similar types of training with our thoughts at a similar time. When we reach puberty, things start to change because hormonally we have different things going on in our brain. Chemicals process a different way of thinking. If you watched any boys when they get into this area, you will notice that there is some changes that are going on. So as we talk about education and what it's like in the what we call the middle school or grades 6 through 9, before they go into here in the United States what we call high school, called junior high, we call it middle school, we got whatever it is, wherever part of the country you're at. There is a drastic change that starts to take place. We now go from little kids to young adults that are very immature in most cases. Um, you may say, well, I know, a child who got mature very fast. Well, that may be true because they were forced to by their environment, but the process of what their brain does, the habits that they have created, the thoughts that they have produced are now very, very in flux with the things that are going on around them. They become very much, in today's world where we have so much information on the internet, on TV, so many places that's trying to influence the outcome of where these young adults, these children, in effect, are going to take place. The war is on for the mindset of these young people, and everyone wants these young people to have their mindset. It's almost kind of like, I don't want them thinking for their own. I want them to think the way that I think, because we're all convinced that what we think about is the best and the ultimate, the only way to really be thinking. So um, I want to just kind of break down the fact that, again, every individual is going to be unique. And for the most part, these young people are going to evolve into the same type of thing that their parents are. So if they're into a very religious type household, chances are more than not they're going to become very religious. Now, if it's too much and the pressure is overbearing, there's a highly likelihood that they're going to rebel against it. So here is the phase where it's just so crucial to see what's going to happen. And it's also crucial that these understand what's going on. And so the point I want to make today is it's this point in time here where we have an obligation to let these young people know that in order to prepare themselves to get ready for the world at large, the whole entire shift in what we do for a livelihood, what we do to earn money, what we do to just continue to process life is going to be much different than probably our parents, and way different than what our grandparents have ever done. So my personal feeling is that they need to learn how to run their own business. They need to know what an entrepreneur is and if they want to go that path or not. Because the fact of the matter is, jobs are going to become more scarce. Robotics is going to replace, and the estimate is up to 30 to 50% of all jobs within the next 20 years. And this is the year 2020. So by 2040, we're looking at a mass landslide of jobs that are lost. However, there will be new jobs open up in probably in the robot technology phase, the programming different things. There's always something to replace it, but not on the scale that they're going to be losing it. So what that means is a lot of these young people are going to need to find something else, or we're going to see more and more of what's been a phenomena with millennials is that instead of moving out of their parents' house when they were 18 or 19, we have mid 20-year-olds living at home, maybe even into their 30s, depending on if they decide to get married. And a lot of times people get roommates, or they girls and boys hook up together because that's the only way that they can actually make it, is by having two people work and to pay for an apartment, or whatever the case may be. So if you don't like the fact of adultery or that kind of thing, hey, I'm telling you, it's been pre-designed to influx us to do that. So again, this is the part where we are going to need to take a look at what we can do to set up our young people so that they have some options out there, so that they can really take a look and see what kind of opportunities are out there. And I believe there's so much in the digital marketing that has an opportunity for them, that we really should consider the alternate, instead of just the basic educational system that teaches us how to get a job. And I'm going to harp on that, because educating young people how to get a job is going to be a thing of the past. It's just going to be a meaningless chore. So again, you may or may disagree with me, and maybe you'll have some comments if you see this video. Again, the next one is going to be talking about high school and those kids that are, from 10th grade. So we're talking about 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, depending on where you are, 19-year-olds, before they go to college. And then the college one, well, that's where I get real critical, because my belief in college is that it's not, what it used to be. So again, this is Scott Keeler for SolutionWolf.com. I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.